Hi, I'm Sharon Karn of the Sound Wellness Institute. Today I'm going to talk about crystal singing bowls. I'm going to talk about how to play them and some of their uses. And perhaps most important, I'm going to talk about why working with quartz is so powerful. Quartz is the second most abundant mineral on this planet, and it's used in our modern life from your windows to watches to clocks to your computer. We're surrounded by quartz in so many different ways. Dr. Marcel Vogel was the main scientist at IBM many years ago, researching the role of quartz in computers. And he discovered some very interesting things about quartz. The first thing he discovered is that quartz is an amplifier and transmitter of thought, emotion, and intention. That's huge. The second thing he discovered is that quartz amplifies the biofield or human energy field. The third thing he discovered is that quartz used with your thought and intention causes water to become structured, which means it changes its molecular structure. Now remember, you are 70% water. The fourth thing that he discovered was that energy, thoughts, emotions, and intentions that are stored in a quartz crystal can be transferred to another fluid, another crystal, or another person. These are why quartz is so powerful to work with. It works with your thought, it works with your emotion, and it works with your intention to create a powerful effect. So let's take a look at some of the crystal bowls I have here to show you. This first one is a frosted classic bowl, and it has the color that quartz has when it naturally appears in nature. So I'm going to show a couple of different ways to play this singing bowl so that you get an idea of its sound. Now, crystal bowls are usually played with a suede stick. It has rubber. Some of them are solid and some of them are hollow. This one in particular is hollow. And you can play them with the suede part of the stick, or you can play them with the rubber part at the end. The easiest way to play a crystal bowl is to hold the stick at about 45 degrees on the rim of the bowl in order to get the sound to emerge. So I'll start with this way of playing. Now, as the sound emerges, you may notice that I'm slowing down, and that helps to maintain the volume of the bowl. So another way, an interesting way to play the crystal bowl is to just use the suede part along the side of the bowl like this. And there's a third way that I found works with some bowls. It doesn't work with all of them. If the side of the bowl is quite rough, this won't work. This one's not too bad. It's fairly smooth. And that is to rub back and forth with the rubber part of the stick and activate the sound of the bowl in this way. Holding the stick at about 45 degrees. Many people believe that you have to tap the bowl in order to get it sounding, and I find it's much gentler if you just use the stick by itself and allow the sound to emerge in a perfect way. If you do decide you want to use the bowl and tap it, then I recommend to use the side of the stick and, of course, play gently. Crystal bowls are a form of glass, so they can break if you tap it too hard. So here, just a gentle tap is all you need. Okay, now I'd like to move on to the clear quartz crystal bowl. And so it's played in the same way, except with the clear quartz bowls, I've noticed an interesting uniqueness to the sound of these bowls. And they have two sounds, not just one. If I play this bowl along with the stick along the rim, the way I showed with the other one, we hear a beautiful low sound. But there's another one there too. It's an overtone. So now, with a little more pressure and a little slower, you can get the overtone to emerge. Another way to get the overtone to emerge is to use that technique of holding the stick at 45 degrees and using the rubber end and rubbing it back and forth. This I found with the clear quartz bowls has been most effective to bring out the overtone, and here it is. There's both of them. And then sometimes changing the playing technique can bring back the lower sound. Every time you play these bowls, they're totally different. Playing with the side of the stick this way, with this bowl anyway, brings out the lower sound mostly. So these ones are fascinating bowls to explore and play with. Now, the third bowl that I wanted to show you is a practitioner bowl. It has a handle on it, which makes it really helpful for working with other people. This one's orange. It started as a clear quartz crystal bowl, and it's had iron bonded to it. So it has a different kind of feeling to the sound. Now, this one can be played the same way with the stick along the rim. Also along the side. Or in this way. And one of the things about using the side of the stick in this way is that there's a little bit less of the rubbing sound. You probably noticed as I was playing all three of the bowls, with the stick along the rim, that's the easiest way to play, but often has a little more of a rubbing sound. So if you have your own crystal bowl, play with those different ways of exploring the sound. Now, what can you use these things for? Well, you use them for meditation. You can use them for relaxation. They're amazing at stress relief and reducing the stress of everyday life. They're incredible healing tools. And they're incredible tools for transformation. And why are they incredible healing tools? Well, this goes back to what I shared earlier in the video, in that quartz is a mineral that works with your thought and your intention and amplifies your thought and intention. Quartz doesn't judge about your thoughts, it just amplifies. So you need to, when you're working with quartz, you need to be very, very aware of what's going on in your thoughts and your emotions and your heart, because that is being amplified into the environment and throughout you. So work with quartz very intentionally and very consciously. If you really enjoyed this video today, I hope you did, then please click to like the video. You can also subscribe to the channel for more of the same. And be sure to select the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos. Thanks so much for being here with me today. I wish you health and harmony.